My name is Brandon Radebaugh. I'm a tax manager here at the Andersons. I focus on state income taxes. Recently, as a corporation, did a large acquisition, so modeling and planning for that, we had to do a very time-consuming, essentially utilize Excel to create a projected consolidated state apportionment formula that took weeks to pull together.
So I would say when I first started out here 5 years ago, and again, we relied mostly on Excel schedules for like tax provision. A good part of the day was just trying to manually incorporate data into our global tax calculation.
Just over this year, after implementing all of the different tools that we've put in place from a tax perspective and really streamlining our day-to-day processes, it's allowed us extra time to focus on tax planning. And one initiative that we had this year was really to focus on R&D tax credits. Through that initiative and having the time to be able to focus on it, we've driven significant cash benefit to the company, upwards of millions of dollars.
So first, provision. I know we've worked through our OTP implementation fully. Jeremy, I think the only open spots we have is the journal entry module and working through that process. Is that right?
Yep. We have journal entry process outstanding and payable process outstanding.
So when I first got here to the company, I would say our department overall was still developing. And because of that, we didn't have very many resources and tools at our disposal. So, for instance, our tax provision process, we had to do this all by Excel spreadsheets, which was quite cumbersome.
So we worked through many one-source implementations just this year. So we've worked to re-implement OTP and bring in further workpaper strategy to provide, more automation in our tax provision process. We've also implemented OSA over the year to help streamline our state apportionment process.
And then from an OSA perspective, as it goes into OTP, how are we standing on our OSA implementation?
That's next step. So OSA, we've confirmed that it flows into OIT, and next steps is going to be confirming that we can flow it in properly into OTP.
Okay, and then that should set us up fully for being in good shape for a 9/30 close as we work through the provision process.
Yeah.
Okay.
With now using the one source state apportionment, we can, take that same data that we had before, pull that into a different format it, properly for the software, import that data, and now with one source state apportionment, it allows us to manipulate the data a lot easier, saving us a whole lot of time as a tax department. So this is an example of one of our manual Excel files that I personally pulled together to support the acquisition that we completed about a year ago. And as you can see, when we pulled this together, we had to have a separate file for every entity, every eliminations entity. In our consolidated group, that's a total of around 15 to 20 entities. And it was a very time-consuming process.
Now it's like a world of difference, to be honest. With using one source tax provision, we were able to have more controlled environment. So inputs are put into the system and then they calculate throughout the system without any real manual intervention. And that has been, quite a gift, so to speak.
So I just wanted to recap with you guys after meeting with the board of directors last week and give a little bit of feedback as to what I heard. I know in the past the board discussions have been pretty painful, just trying to overcome a significant deficiency. They were extremely pleased with how we have overcome that this year. And just seeing how we have really implemented all of our technology and streamlined processes to be able to create control around our overall tax function but then also free up some of our time to identify additional opportunity. They were very pleased with this year and the outcome, especially as, you know, we were able to free up time and really look at R&D opportunity and really drive some huge benefit for the company. In the past, it seemed that tax really didn't have much of a seat at the table as far as leadership went in the company. And, you know, to hear from the board of directors that that's changed and that they see the benefit that we're driving was pretty powerful. And I think that everybody should be really proud of themselves and what they've done in the tax department to make that happen.